No, Mother, I think it's colder in here than it is outside.
I was going to say that same thing, Elijah.
Maybe we better open the door and let in some warm air.
Better not. Snow blew all over the place. See if there's some logs and we'll build a fire in the stove.
You know, Mother, I think my feet are froze. I can't feel them when I walk.
Oh, I don't wonder after that climb up the mountain. Lord, I'll never forget this night. I'm about perished. Any logs there?
Yeah, plenty of them. And I'll have them blazing in a minute if I can find the darn matches. I could swear I put a box of them in my pocket before I left the house. Oh, yeah, here you are.
11 o'clock. That train's been in over 20 minutes now. I suppose it's the storm that delays him. It'll take over a 10-minute walk up the mountain from the depot. Maybe the train's late on account of the storm.
Nah, I heard a signal to crossing at Ascalon Junction a half hour ago. That fellow will be here before we know it.
Maybe we should have gone to the depot to meet him.
No, we shouldn't have done nothing of the kind. The telegram just said they have the place prepared for him and turn it over to him when he gets there. Them's the instructions, and them's the only things I follow his instructions.
Well, what do you suppose anybody wants to be doing in a summer hotel at the top of the mountain in the dead of winter?
Mother, you know I can't figure out nothing. If I could, I'd have been a multi-millionaire years ago, instead of an old fool caretaker. Mother, put a little dusting, will you? Make the place look a little respectable. We'll have this going in a minute now.
What's his name again?
McGee, I think the telegram says.
McGee?
Wait a minute, I'll make sure.
Give it to me. I want to read it myself. This whole thing's very mysterious to me.
Of course it's mysterious, but it's none of our business. Mr. Bentley is the owner of the Baldpate Inn, and if Mr. Bentley wants to permit some damn fool to come to this place to be froze to death by stale air and to be frightened to death by spooks, it's his concern and not ours. There she's going now. She'll be blazing fine now. That'll warm it up a little.
My friend William Howell McGee will arrive in Ascalon Falls tonight on the 10:40. He will occupy Baldpate Inn. So be prepared to receive him there and turn the key over to him and do whatever you can to make him comfortable. He has important work to do and has chosen Baldpate for his workshop. Follow instructions. Ask no questions. Hal Bentley. I can't figure out this for the life of me.
Maybe the fellow's committed some crime and he's coming here to hide.
You think so, Elijah?
I don't know, maybe.
Well, if that's so, why should Mr. Bentley be interested in such a man?
Oh, I didn't think of that. Well, whatever it is, it's none of our business, and we mustn't mix in other people's affairs.
Elijah.
What?
You think I better fix up one of them rooms?
Sure, he'll have to have some place to sleep. Better fix up room number 2. That's the one Mr. Bentley always takes when he comes.
And you better put a log on the fire. He'll probably be chilled to the bone by the time he climbs that mountain. You think he'll find his way alone?
Sure he will. The station agent will most likely direct him anyway.
Occupying a summer hotel in the dead of winter. It beats all what some people will do.
Sure is mysterious, all right. I'll be jiggered if I can figure it out. Oh, Mother! It's him, he's here!
Who? The telegram.
The man at the door.
Oh, let him in.
I should?
Ain't that what the telegram said?
Yeah, of course.
You've got your instructions. What?
Yes! Just a minute.
Poor thing's half froze.
What's the matter, young fellow? Are you cold?
Thanks again.
No, you just put that in your pocket. You might need it later on.
Oh, again, thanks.
You're Mr. McGee, ain't you?
That's right. What's left of me is still McGee. You expected me, of course.
Oh, yes, we got Mr. Bentley's telegram, all right. My name's Quimby.
Oh, so I surmise.
And this lady is my wife, Mrs. Quimby.
I expected as much. Pleasure.
Glad to meet you, Mr. McGee.
You'll forgive me for not standing, but I really am quite cold.
That's all right. You sit there and get warmed up.
Thank you.
We've been living near the mountains so long. We're strangers not used to this cold. But even we felt it tonight, didn't we, Lodge?
Well, that's right, Mother. This is an uncommon cold night.
I'll tell you, that trip from the train station to the top of the mountain has taught me to firmly believe everything I've been told about the North Pole.
Don't you talk funny?
Yes, that's funny, too. Something the matter with it, sure.
So this is Baldpate, huh? Well. The rooms are all equipped with fireplaces, I suppose.
Yes, they are. I'm fixing one up right now, and I'll start the fire, and I'll have it all ready for you inside 5 minutes.
Thank you. I wish you would. Yes, the lobby would be too big a place to do this kind of work.
He says it's going to work, Mother. Wonder what he means.
Hold it. Try to find out.
Well, this certainly is old Johnny Seclusion himself. You say you received my telegrams?
Oh, good Lord!
Where did the lights come from?
The lights? Oh, don't worry. I think I can explain this. Mr. Bentley's probably had the power renewed. He knew I'd need a certain amount of light for this kind of work. You say you received my telegram saying I'd be here?
Yes, but it only came about an hour ago. We didn't have much time to prepare.
Oh, I didn't decide to come until 4:30 this afternoon. Oh, I suppose you're wondering what the devil I'm doing here.
Well, that's exactly what I'm wondering, young fellas.
Well, let me try to explain. Why don't you sit back down, Mr. McGee?
All right.
All right, since it's it. Now, Mr. McGee, you are not, I apologize, Mr. Quimby, you are not, I take it, the kind of gentleman who keeps up with the light and frivolous literature of the day.
How's that?
I mean to say, you don't read the sort of novels that are sold for 99 cents in the dime stores.
No.
Well, I write those type of novels.
The dickens you do.
Oh, yes. Wild, thrilling tales for the tired businessman's tired wife. Shots in the dark, chases after fortune, forbidden romance. It's good fun, and I like to do it, and there's money in it.
Oh, you don't mean to tell me.
Oh, yes. Considerable. Ah. Did you ever read The Scarlet Satchel?
Never.
That's one of mine.
Oh, is it?
Yes. I've come to Baldpate to think, to get away from the melodrama, if possible, to write a novel so fine and literary that William Faulkner will proclaim me a genius. And I'm going to do all this right here in this little inn, sitting on top of this mountain, looking down on this little world as Jove looked down from Olympus. What do you say to that?
Well, I suppose it's all for the best.
Recently, I've been running short on material. I've needed inspiration. My good friend and your employer, Mr. Hal Bentley, suggested a title, The Lonesomest Spot on Earth. What and where is the lonesomest spot on Earth, I asked. A summer resort in winter, he said. He told me of Baldpate, dared me to come, and here I am.
You mean you're going to write a book?
That's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to novelize Baldpate. I've come here to get atmosphere.
Lord, you'll get plenty of that, all right. When are you going to start writing?
Oh, just as soon as I get my bearings and set things in order. This all sounds fairly strange and weird to a person like you, I expect.
Well, you're here of your own accord, I take it.
Oh, my dear Mr. Quimby, I'm here on bet.
On a bet?
Yes, yes. I have here an explanation of the thing, written in Bentley's own hand. Would you care to take a look at it, or would you prefer I read it to you?
Oh, yes, you go on and read it. I like to listen to you talk.
Well, then my personality has evidently wormed its way into your good graces.
How's that?
I mean to say I evidently appeal to you.
Well, I don't know that you particularly appeal to me, but
But what?
oh, I guess I better not say it.
Oh, come on. Tell me what's on your mind.
Well, to tell you the truth, I can't figure out whether you're a smart man or a damn fool.
Oh, my dear Mr. Quimby, I've wavered between those two opinions of myself for years. My publishers say I'm a smart man, and the critics all say I'm a damn fool. But that's neither here nor there. This will perhaps shed a little light on the subject of my presence here tonight. Perhaps Mrs. Quimby would like to hear this.
Oh,
would you
sure,
call her, please?
Sure. Oh, Mother! Mother!
Yes, I'm all through in here. You better take a look at the room, mister, and see if it satisfies you before we go.
Oh, that's all right, Mrs. Quimby. I'll take your word for it that everything's all right.
Come over here, Mother. Mr. Quimby's going to tell us, Mr. McKee's going to tell us why he's here.
Is that so? Lord, I'd love to know.
I just finished explaining to your husband that I'm an author. I do popular novels. I've come here to Baldpate to write a story of Baldpate Mountain, laid in this very hotel, perhaps in this very room. I'm to do all this in 24 hours, starting at midnight tonight.
What do you think of that, Mother?
Lord, write a book 24 hours?
That's the wager that's been made between Mr. Bentley and myself. Here, this should explain it a little better. I have here a letter from Mr. Bentley, in which you will notice you are mentioned, Mr. Quimby. You are to leave New York City on the 4:55 for Ascalon Falls, arriving at 10:40, and go direct to Baldpate Inn atop Baldpate Mountain, where you will be met by my caretaker, Mr. Elijah Quimby, who, after making you comfortable, will turn over to you the key to the inn, the only key in existence. Is that correct?
That's the only one I know of.
Ain't no other key, I can swear to that.
Good. This will ensure you against interruption and give you the solitude necessary for concentration. You are to begin work at 12 o'clock Tuesday night and turn over to Mr. Elijah Quimby the completed manuscript of a 10,000-word story of Baldpate no later than 12 o'clock Wednesday night.
You're to turn it over to me?
Yes, that's the idea. Precisely.
What do you think of that, Mother?
Well, I've never heard of such a thing.
Well, you know Bentley's handwriting. There's a signature.
It's his writing, ain't it?
Looks like it, but
But what?
I don't feel good about this.
Oh, me neither. Better keep an eye on this cuss.
I think so too.
Oh! What happened?
You mean the telephone? I think I can...
That thing's been out of commission all winter!
No, I think I can explain this to you.
Let's get out of here, Elijah.
Mr. Bentley probably had the service renewed. He wanted to make sure I was here. Just a moment. Hello? Hello? Yes, I'm here. About 20 minutes ago. Half frozen, thank you very much. Yes, it certainly is everything you said it was. The lonesomest spot on earth is right. You still feel that way about it, huh? Well, your opinion's going to cost you $5,000, old man. Oh, yes, he's here. Mrs. Quimby as well. Oh, yes, a lovely woman. Yes. You'd like to talk to him? Just a second. He'd like to speak with you, Mr. Quimby.
Is it Mr. Bentley?
Yes. Here you go.
Hello? Hello, Mr. Bentley. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I understand, sir. At 12 o'clock? Yes, sir. Oh, I'll be right here waiting. Oh, fine. Thank you, sir. Oh, we're both fine. Oh, all right. Wait a minute. I'll ask her. wants to know if there's anything more you want to say.
Oh, no, just give him my regards and tell him I'm spending his money already.
He says there's nothing else, sir. Yes, sir. I understand. Goodbye. He says he wants me to be here at 12 o'clock tomorrow night to talk to him on the telephone again.
Oh, and it's sad news you'll impart to him, Mr. Quimby. I'm going to win this bet. Oh, let's see. 1, 2, 3. Where's that door lead to?
That's the cellar?
Oh, I see. Do you happen to have the exact time, Mr. Quimby?
Mine says 11:30.
All right, 30 minutes to come up with a ground plot and frame up a character or two for a start. You know, this whole thing wouldn't make a bad story in and of itself. I'm seriously thinking of using it as the ground plot.
Shall I take your cases to the room?
Oh, no, you needn't bother.
Oh, it's no bother at all. I'm always glad to do anything for any friend of Mr. Bentley.
Thank you very much. Now, you're quite sure I won't be interrupted in my writing here tonight.
Well, who's going to disturb you here? No one ever comes within a mile of this place till around the 1st of April, except myself. I only come up about once a week this kind of weather.
You don't suppose any of Bentley's Asquewan friends, hearing of our wager, would take it upon themselves to venture up Baldpate Mountain to interrupt me in my work?
No one knows you're here except me and the missus, so I ain't going to tell no one.
I have your word on that?
Oh, I never broke a word in my life. And guess that's why I'm a poor man. You know, the only other time I can remember of anyone coming up here in the winter was in the time of the reform wave at Rudin. Reformers got after a bunch of politicians, crooked politicians. And they broke in here in the middle of the night and hid a lot of graft money in that safe over there behind the picture.
You mean to tell me reformers hid money in that safe?
Nah, politicians, reformers never have any money.
Splendid. Tell me more about the hidden graft.
Well, not much to tell. Some feller snitched on him, and the police come the next morning and found it here. Nobody claimed it, so of course the gang never got caught. They threw a lot of politicians out of office, I believe. I didn't read much about it. But that was over 4 years ago. You needn't be afraid. You won't be disturbed here.
Reformers, crooked politicians, hidden money. Sounds like a good seller.
Well, is there anything more we can do for you, Mr. McGee?
No, not that I can think of anyway. Aren't you forgetting something, Mr. Quimby?
What?
The key.
Yes, oh Lord, yes, the key. Oh, here it is.
Now, you're quite certain that this is the only key to Baldpate in existence?
Yes, sir, I'm sure.
I can swear, kid.
Splendid. All right.
And don't worry, tomorrow night, I'll be right here on the minute at 12 o'clock.
12 o'clock for Bentley's phone call.
What are you going to do with that key?
Well, lock myself in, of course.
Oh, I'm willing to stay and keep watch for you if you want me to.
No, thank you. I'd be much happier here alone.
I'd rather it be you than me. I should think you'd be afraid of ghosts.
Ghosts?
Oh, Mother, you know there ain't no such thing. And don't mind her.
Well, they've been seen here just the same.
You mean ghosts?
Yeah, don't mind her. We think we know what the ghost is. There's an old feller named Peters lives up in the mountainside here. He's a hermit.
A hermit?
Yeah, he's one of them fellas that's been disappointed in love. His wife run off with a traveling man. He come here 10 years ago. Lives in a little shack about 1.5 miles north of here. Calls it the Hermit's Cave. All the summer boarders write picture postcards from him. We figure he's the fella that's been frightening the people down in the valley by waving a lantern from the mountainside while wrapped in a white sheet.
But no one ever proved it was him.
Well, who else could it be? There ain't no such a thing as ghosts, is there, Mr. McGee?
I certainly hope not. Ghosts. Hermits. Not bad at all. Well, I wish you good night.
Well, I guess Mr. McGee's anxious to get to work. Come on, Mother.
Good night. Oh, and remember, 12 o'clock tomorrow night. We're going to 12 o'clock.
I should think you'd be scared to death.
He will be. Keep going like that. Come on, Mother.
Have a good night. I don't envy your trip down the mountain. The only one, huh? We'll see.
Lot 5? Who the devil? Hello, is that you, Andy? This is Bland. Yes, all paid in. Yes, damn near frozen. Oh, it's awful. It's like Napoleon's tomb. I thought you said Mayor Cargan was going to meet me here. No, I can't stay here all night. I'll go mad. Listen, I'll lock the money up in the safe, and I'll meet him here tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock, and I'll hand it over to him then. No, there's not a chance in the world anything could happen. That money is in the safest spot on earth. Mayor Cargan knows the combination. My advice is let it lay for a week. They'll never look for it here. And besides, how are they going to get in? My key to Baldpate is the only one in existence. No, they don't figure we'll try after the last exposure. You see, I know what I'm talking about. Yeah, I'll be back in town by 1 a.m. Oh, well, I got the president's car waiting at the foot of the mountain. All right, goodbye.
Good evening. Or perhaps I should say good morning.
Who are you?
I'd rather think I'm the one who deserves an explanation.
Well, what are you doing here?
You know, I was just about to put that same question to you.
Did you follow me up that mountain?
Oh, no, I arrived an hour ahead of you.
Well, how did you get in here?
Through that door.
Now that's a lie. There's only one key to that door, and I've got it right here in my pocket.
My good sir, I was laboring under the same impression until a moment ago, but seeing as how your key fits the lock and my key fits the lock, there are evidently two keys to Baldpate instead of one.
You mean to tell me that's a key to Baldpate?
Yes. That's why I became so interested in your arrival here. I overheard you tell your friend on the telephone that your key was the only one in existence. It sort of handed me a laugh.
You heard what I said over the telephone?
Every word.
And you don't think you're going to live to tell anyone, do you?
Oh, you needn't worry about me. I'm no squealer. I don't intend to get involved in any business that does not concern me. You can do me a real big favor. Oh, now, may I ask you, where you got your key to Baldpate?
Well, that's none of your damn business. I didn't come up here to tell my life story to you.
You might at least relate the portion of it that has led you to trespassing in a gentleman's seeking seclusion.
Trespassing, huh? Who's trespassing, you or I?
My right here is indisputable.
Well, who gave you that key?
None of your damn business. If I remember rightly, but that's what you told me.
And that's pretty brave talk from someone with a gun in his face.
Oh, that doesn't bother me in the slightest. I've written so much of this melodramatic stuff and collected such splendid royalties from it. Oh, really, old man, you may not believe it, but I've written you over and over and over again.
Hey, I once killed a man for laughing at me.
That's my line. I used it in The Lost Limousine. 400,000 copies. You probably read it.
If you don't tell me who you are and what you're doing here, I'll kill you dead with a doornail. Now come on, I mean business. Who are you?
Well, a name doesn't mean so much, so you may call me Mr. Smith.
What are you?
I'm a writer of popular novels.
And what are you doing here?
I'm here to win a bet, to write a story of Baldpate Inn in under 24 hours. What, you don't believe me?
No.
You lie.
You lie.
Very well, if you don't believe me, go into that room with the open door, in which you'll find a typewriting machine, several pieces of manuscript paper scattered about the floor, and on the dresser you'll find a note from the owner of this inn to the caretaker, instructing him to hand the key over to me. And you'll find that everything I've told you is the truth, the absolute truth, and there you have it.
So you're not with the police?
No, I wish I were, if the graft is as good as they say it is.
And you say you have a note from the owner of the inn?
Yes, just a moment.
Oh, wait a minute. If it's in there, I'll find it.
All right. You needn't worry on that. I've never carried a gun in my life.
Oh, but you keep one in the room, though, huh?
Very well. If you think so, go check the room.
Oh, I will. But I'll keep you in sight just along the way, so go on. You lead the way.
Certainly.
Wait a minute. I'll take a look around first. You're too eager.
All right, if you don't trust me, go ahead. It's right over there on the dresser.
Hey, open this door. Open it up. And I'll get you for this.
Operator, give me the Ascalon City Police. This is an emergency. Hurry. What's that? Who's there?
Don't shoot, it's all right, it's harmless.
How did you get through that door?
Unlocked it with the key, of course.
My goodness.
If you allow me to bring my chaperone inside, I'll explain in a moment who I am and why we're here.
Your chaperone?
Yes, another perfectly harmless female who was kind enough to accompany me on this wild adventure. Do I have your permission?
What are you doing here?
You'll soon know. All right, Mrs. Rose.
What is it? What's wrong? Tell me, please.
What's right here, Mrs. Rose?
A man?
Man.
I don't know. He jumped out a window. He gave me a menacing look. And then he started running down my mountain.
Are you sure?
Of course I'm sure.
Just a moment.
What are we doing here?
It's all right. Don't get excited.
Well, it looks like the bird is flown. But he left this when he took Don't be alarmed. I'm not going to shoot. At least not yet. Now, might I ask why I've been so honored with this midnight visit here tonight?
I can explain it in a very few words.
I wish you would. My time is very valuable. I may be losing thousands of dollars even through this small interruption, so be as brief as you can.
Why do you stare?
Do you believe in love at first sight?
What do you mean?
It's really remarkable. I've written about it so many times before, but I've never experienced it firsthand. I'm sorry. You were going to explain your visit here tonight.
Well, to begin with,
Would you mind answering the phone? I don't care to turn my back on anything but a bolted door tonight. If you would.
Certainly. Hello? What's that? Hold the line, please. I'll see. Did you wish to talk to police headquarters?
Police headquarters.
Yes, but no, just tell them there must have been a mistake.
Hello? Nope, no such call put in from here. Must be some mistake. That's all right. Then you did call police headquarters.
Why did you call police headquarters?
really, ladies, this has been a night of wild happenstances. No sooner do I get rid of one bestseller than another one walks through the door. You know, there's really no reason for me saying this, but I do believe I'd do anything in the world for you.
I don't understand.
You were going to explain your presence here tonight.
Which I fully intend to do. But first, I should like to ask you one question.
Proceed.
How did you get in here without this key?
Oh, no. No, ladies, I'm beginning to think this whole thing is a frame-up.
What do you mean?
You have the only key to Baldpate in existence, I presume.
So I understood.
Well, ladies, I'm beginning to think there are more keys to that old front door than you'd find in a Steinway piano.
Then he lied.
Who lied?
Remember your promise, Mary.
Well,
I can't tell you his name.
well, at least tell me yours.
My name is Mary Norton. I do special stories for the Root and Star.
You're a reporter.
Yes, and this lady is Mrs. Rhodes, with whom I live in Rooten, and who's the only other person who knows that I'm here to do this story.
Story? What story?
The story of the $5,000 wager you made with a certain gentleman that you would write a complete novel inside of 24 hours.
Who told you this?
Remember your promise, Mary.
You certainly made a lot of promises tonight, haven't you, Mary? I should very much like to know who gave you this information.
I can only tell you that when the wager was made at the 44th Street Club this afternoon, a certain someone dispatched the news to me at once. Believing that I had the only key to Baldpate, I hurried here to let you in, and lo and behold, you're already in, already at work, and snug and cozy as you would be in a New York apartment. Now that you know my story, I'm going to throw myself on your mercy and ask that you allow me to stay, so I can get an exclusive. I promise you we shall not disturb you in the least. Have you any objections?
And you won't tell me who gave you this information.
I can't.
Nor where you got that key.
Remember your promise, Mary.
You know, I really wish you hadn't brought her with you.
What?
No offense, Mrs. Rhodes. It's just that we all know that Mary is a very promising young lady, but must you constantly remind her of that fact? Sorry, that's my little joke. Let me get this straight. You intend to stay here and write a story of my 24-hour task.
With your permission.
Well, had you put it to me half an hour ago, I should have emphatically said no. But since my little experience with our gun-flourishing, window-jumping gentleman, I should be inclined to entertain the idea of a companion or two.
Was that man with the pistol?
And why did he jump from the window?
You might as well ask him why he put an envelope full of money in that safe. Or why he telephoned the fact to another man who was to relay the information to Mayor Carvin.
Mayor Carvin?
Yes, what's the trouble?
Mrs. Rhodes is a widow and Mayor Cargan is a widower. Perhaps you'll understand why the name startled her when I tell you that Mrs. Rhodes is set to become Mrs. Cargan next Sunday morning.
Oh, certainly. Well, congratulations, Mrs. Rhodes. I didn't mean to accuse Mayor Carvin of any transaction, dishonest or otherwise. It's just, ladies, it has been a night of crazy and wild happenstances. But if you care to take the risk, then stay. It won't bother me in the slightest, and it may very well help this lady in her work. Again, I apologize for any mistake I may have made, Mrs. Rhodes.
I assure you, a more honest man than Jim Cargan never lived.
I certainly hope you're right, for your sake. I hope the story was worth the trip up the mountain. I wish...
What do you wish?
Oh, nothing. I was just thinking of Sunday morning. Well, I've lost, half an hour already. I'll have to work fast to catch up with myself, but I'll bid you ladies good night.
Good night.
I would offer you the room, but seeing as it's the only one that's cleaned and heated, I do need a certain level of comfort for this work. Good night.
Good night.
Still wish you hadn't brought her with you. Good night.
You don't believe Jim Cargan guilty of any treachery. Tell me you don't, Mary.
I don't know, Mrs. Rhodes. I told you of the suburban bride story we got last night, but I hope the name of Cargan is kept clean for both your sakes.
I just can't believe he's dishonest. Well, I won't believe it.
But if he is wrong, it's best you should know it now. The fates may have brought us here tonight to protect you. Who knows?
Hid money in that safe, he said.
Yes, and that dovetails with the suburban bribe story. I came down here to do a special. I may just get 2 sweeps with 1 broom. Wouldn't that be wonderful? I'd be made.
Great heavens, Mary!
What is it?
A ghost!
What is it? What's wrong?
A ghost at the door!
I'll bet you $4 that's the man whose wife ran away with the traveling man. Say, old fella, you don't happen to know how many keys there are to this old flat, do you?
What are these women doing here?
How's that?
I don't like women.
Don't worry, ladies. This isn't a regular ghost. I know all about him. He's in your postcard business. Now, quiet down. Ladies, would you mind waiting in my room? I'll deal with this gentleman.
What?
That's the second time you barked at me. Don't do it again. Go right in. So you're the ghost of Baldpate, huh?
How did you people get in here?
You're not going to give me that old only key in existence speech, are you?
What?
You mean you know that there are more keys besides yours?
Mine's the original. All the others are imitations. The old man gave it to me the day before he died.
Old man? What old man?
The father of that young scamp that wastes his time around those New York clubs. You know who I mean.
Yes, I take it you're not too fond of the present owner of Baldpate.
I hate him and all his men friends.
Oh, and you said you're not too fond of women either.
I despise women.
How do little girls and boys strike you?
Ah!
I'm beginning to see what your wife had in mind. Anything?
Don't you mention my wife.
Hey! Don't make a swipe at me, old man. You make another bluff like that at me, and I'll take away that white sheet and put you right out of the ghost business. Haven't you any better sense than to run around scaring little children like this? Why don't you stick to your own line of work? You're a hermit by trade, if I'm rightly informed.
Yes, I'm a hermit and proud of it.
So why don't you just be a regular hermit and cut out this ghost business?
I play the ghost because I love to see the cowards run.
Oh, they're all cowards, is it?
Oh, yes, cowards!
And you're a brave man, I suppose.
Oh, a caveman is always a brave man. Shoot again! That's shooting again!
Someone hurt?
Did you hear a woman scream?
Distinctly.
A pistol shot!
A woman in white! A woman in white! They shot at her, they shoot at me when I play the ghost. They thought it was the ghost. They thought it was the ghost.
My goodness, another key.
What?
It's a woman. Go back in that room. Thought I'd give you a little light so you could work faster. Oh, you're making put your hands up. I didn't think they did that sort of thing outside of popular novels. But I can see I was wrong, or rather I was right when I wrote it. Really, you are the most attractive burglar I've ever seen. That is, if you are a burglar. Are you?
Are you with the carving crowd, or do you represent the rude suburban people?
Oh, no, I'm just an ordinary man trying to win a bet. Might you tell me who you are?
I will, if you answer me one question.
Oh, I will answer that question before you ask it. A friend gave it to me. Oh, but you thought yours was the only one in existence, but he lied. As you can see, there are keys and keys and keys, but I like my little key the best. See?
I don't understand at all.
You haven't got anything on me. Just about 2 more keys to that old front door, and I'll pack up my paraphernalia, go back to New York City, and never take another bet as long as I live.
Will you please tell me your name?
Well, doesn't mean that much, so you can call me Mr. Jones. And yours?
My husband is the president of the Ascalon Route and Suburban Railway Company. He has agreed to pay a vast amount of money for a certain city franchise. A franchise that the political crowd at Reuton has no power to grant. They're going to cheat him out of his money and use it for political funds against the opposition party at the next election. If he sues for his money back, they're going to expose him for entering into an agreement that he knows to be nothing short of bribery. The present mayor is at the bottom of it all. Oh, I ran to my husband tonight. I begged him not to enter into this deal. I told him he was going to be cheated, but he wouldn't believe me. I know it's true. He'll be cheated and charged with bribery besides. That's why I risked the mountain on a night like this. I must have been followed, for I was shot at as I reached the top of Baldpate. Oh, I don't know who you are, but you're a man and you can help me. You will help me, won't you?
Yes. What does he want me to do?
In that safe over there's a package containing $200,000.
$200,000?
That's the amount. It must be there. A man named Glenn was to come here and deposit it at midnight. Carving was to follow him later and find it here.
The mayor is coming here?
That was the plan. I must get it out of there before he arrives. Don't you understand? My husband is being cheated, tricked, robbed, and probably ruined.
Well, what do you want me to do? I don't know the combination.
There must be something we can do. Please, please, for the sake of my children, help me, please. Who are these women and what are they doing here?
Oh, forgive me, ladies. This is Miss.
Please don't. Will you excuse us a moment, ladies? For God's sakes, don't tell him who I am. He was going to kill me if he ever learns I was here on such an errand.
Oh, I understand. You can trust me. I sympathize with you very deeply. And you have my word that money will not leave here tonight unless it's in your hands, even if I have to blast the safe apart to smithereens.
I have your word as a gentleman.
My word as a gentleman.
Thank you.
Ladies, might I introduce an old schoolmate of mine, Miss Brown. She heard of my career and became interested enough to make her way to the top of Baldpate Mountain to witness me break all records as a speedy story writer.
Miss Brown.
Ladies, I'm about an hour behind myself, but I do intend to catch up with myself before the night is through. I just need some time to work.
Now, might I have a moment alone with you?
Certainly. I'd like to be alone with you forever.
Will you excuse us for a moment?
Certainly.
Room 2, Miss Brown, and make yourself quite at home. Mrs. Rhodes, would you show her the room? She probably needs a little sip of something after that trip up the mountain. You'll find a flask on the desk there.
Come along, miss. I know where it is. I've had a little nip myself.
Well, I really don't know what to say to all of this kindness.
Who did that woman claim to be?
That's a secret, and I promise never to tell.
But I overheard everything she said.
Then you know.
I know she lied.
She lied?
She claimed to be the wife of Thomas Hayden, president of the Suburban Railway. She lied, I tell you. Why, I've known Mrs. Hayden all my life. I was brought up and went to school with her daughters. Mrs. Hayden is a woman in her 50s. You can see for yourself that she is nothing more than the slip of a girl. There's a mystery here sometimes. Someone's playing a desperate game.
Oh, yes, and it's going to cost me $5,000. But what do I care? I met you.
You're going to give this money over to that woman?
Not if she lied.
Well, you believe me, don't you?
Believe you? My dear, let me explain something to you. I've written a great many Romeo speeches in my life, but I've never spoken one. Not until now. From the moment you walked in that front door tonight, I knew that you were the only woman in the world for me. And that I would move heaven and earth, and I would do anything on God's green earth if you asked me to. Try it.
Very well, I shall. Give me that package of money out of that safe before Carving comes to steal it. Help me to reach Reuton safely, and I'll annihilate the graft machine with tomorrow's edition of the Star. With that money to turn into the proper authorities as proof of the deal, I'll wipe out the streetcar trust and the carving crowd with one swing of the pen. And just think, I'll save Mrs. Rhodes from an alliance with a thief. I know Carmen's crooked, always has been, but I must prove it before she'll break off the engagement. Great Scott, what a story, all right. Just think of what it will mean to me and to the city room itself. You will do this for me, won't you, please?
Yes. What is it you want me to do?
Can't you think of some way to open that safe?
What are we going to do? We don't know the combination, and I haven't any dynamite. But we've got to get that $200,000.
What was that?
Nothing. Just wind moving through the cracks of this old inn. Go back into that room. There's someone behind that door. Good night, Miss Norton.
Good night.
Oh, very, very tired. Oh, off to bed. Get away from that thing! Put up your hands!
He's the neighborhood ghost. He almost made him a real ghost. Back away from me. How'd you know the combination that safe for that? Throw him in the cell, guys.
Come on, hurry up. Get out. Get me, Cardi. I hate you. Go on, get out.
We weren't ready too soon. Another moment, and he'd have been long gone. Stolen money, been long gone. $200, $1,000 bills.
Is it all there?
Let me see. You seem surprised that the money's here, Max.
What do you mean surprised?
Well, I'll be honest with you. I didn't trust you all day, I didn't trust you all night.
What do you mean you didn't trust me?
I thought you tried to double-cross me to the money through this woman Thornhill.
Myra Thornhill?
Yes, Myra Thornhill. Don't look surprised. I've had you watched. You've been meeting with her for the last 48 hours. I know every move you've made.
No, wait a minute. I don't know what you're talking about.
Max, I had my mind made up to kill you if the money was gone. And that's just what I'm going to do if you double-cross me. Do you understand?
Yes, I understand.
Oh my God! I've been shot!
No, you haven't. That bullet went into the ceiling, but the next one goes at you if you don't toss that package of money over here. Now, any business? See, being a writer of popular novels, I'm pretty good at this melodramatic stuff.
Jim Harvey.
What are you doing here?
Max, are you hurt?
No, I'm okay.
So you were trying to double-cross me?
Gentlemen, I must insist on orderly conduct. No roughhouse, please. Now, Mr. Max, will you kindly place your firearm on the desk there? Now, I need business. Now, will you take the firearm from the president's pocket, the mayor's pocket, rather, and place it on the desk beside yours? He may want to take a shot at you. I'm giving you the necessary precaution. Hurry along. Very good. Thank you. Now, Miss Norton, would you mind taking those two revolvers and placing them in the safe, shutting the door, and turning the combination? Thank you very much. Now, gentlemen, I'm going to ask you to slowly walk over here, across the room to room 3. Miss Rhodes, would you follow them? And once they're inside, please lock the door and turn the key. Now bring those keys to me. Well, what do you think? Pretty good roundup, huh? Oh, I am sorry, Mrs. Rhodes, for your sake.
It's best she should know, isn't it, dear?
I suppose so.
Well, we have to work fast. Here's the draft money. What's next?
I have everything planned. I know just what to do. What's the time?
1:30. But you can't get a train out of Ascalon until 5.
We can't sit around the station for 3 hours, dear.
Try to get a taxi or whatever means of conveyance they have in that darn town. But whatever you do, get out of Ascalon as fast as possible.
You leave it to me. I know just what to do. I'll find a way. Are you going to stay here?
I'll have to. I want to keep an eye on this group of ladies and gentlemen bandits until I'm sure you're safe on your way to Brooklyn. Even if that means staying here all night tonight and all day tomorrow.
But your work.
Never mind my work. I can write a novel any old time, and as for the bet, I can lose that and still be paid 1,000,000 times over. I've met you. Well, good night, and God luck, Godspeed.
Good night.
I wonder if I'll ever meet again.
Good night.
Good night. Safe robbers, adventurers, love at first sight. Now I want to get away from the melodrama. And still they come.
I beg pardon? Who are you?
I'm Mayor Cargan's butler.
Yeah, Carter.
Yes, he's here. Do you wish to see him?
Yes, tell him that Mr. Hayden of the Reuben Ascalon Suburban Road is calling.
I see. And would you be president of that road, sir?
I most certainly am, son.
Your wife's here. What? Yes, locked in that room right over there.
What?
Sorry, I just wanted to see if you got a gun on you. Better safe than sorry. No worries, you can go ahead and have a seat. I'll let the mayor know that the president has arrived.
Are you a crazy man, sir?
That's what the critics tell me, but I'm beginning to think they're all wrong. It's all right, boys. The president's here. Come on out.
Hello, Hayden.
It's a meeting, Mr. Martin.
I don't know, ask him.
Who is he?
I don't know, I'll give it to him. I just know I nailed. That's all I know.
Whoa! Come on out and join us, Ernie. Come on, there's a good ghost. Now, gentlemen, why don't you all have a seat on the bench there? Hurry up. Oh, over here, Ernie. I've got a job for you. Come on, Ernie, over here.
I most certainly would like to know the reason for such strange actions, young man.
Oh, don't worry, Mr. President. Your wife will be out in just a moment. I'm sure she'll want to tell you the whole story.
Confound it, man. My wife is home in bed.
We'll see. Here, Hermie, take this key and unlock room 2. I'd like you to let the president's wife know that her husband is here. I'd very much like you to meet your wife, Mr. Hayden. I don't believe you've had the pleasure. At last, a novelty. A man without a key.
That's bland. I have his key. I'll let him in.
Mayor, Mr. President, I have a dandy little key of my own. I'll let him in.
Well, what's the matter, Governor?
I don't
you did try to double-cross me, Max. I'm gonna kill you for this. That's him. That's the man I told you about. He locked me in.
Say, it's you. I thought you jumped out of town.
You did get it all right, didn't you? No, he's got it. What? Give me that money!
Say! I killed a man once for honoring me. Here we are. Mr. President, though I think we may be getting a shade better of the deal, this woman claims to be your wife.
What? You claim that what?
Oh, go on and howl your head off, Grandpa. It's music to my ears to hear an old man squawk.
So you did try to double-cross me, Max. Where did you? What are you gonna do with that money?
I haven't got the money. It's safely on its way to Reuton. Miss Norton will make sure that it's placed in good and proper hands the moment she arrives at the office of the Reuton Daily Star.
The Daily Star. We're done for. Where did Mrs. Rhodes go?
Out of your life, Cargan. She's got your number. Here, Hermie, why don't you go ahead and take a seat on the firebox there? Go on, go on. There's a nice ghost. Now, we're all going to stay here until that phone rings, and I get word that Miss Norton is safe and sound in Reuton. Now, that may mean 2 hours, it may mean 6, but we're all going to stay right here, nonetheless, until that phone rings. So you may as well get comfortable and sit as easy as you can. You've got a long way.
I'm going to kill you for this. I'm afraid I made a big mistake bringing you up here, Governor.
You're always making mistakes. I'm sorry I got you into this, Myra. Myra, I say, I'm sorry I got you into this.
Oh, go to hell.
Now you're all set to prison for life!
This is going to be a splendid little party. I can see that now.
Yeah.
Oh, 2 o'clock. Means we've been here over 20 minutes already. Say, Herman, you better throw another log on the fire. Well, I think somebody ought to say something. Things are getting awfully dull.
This is all damn nonsense. I don't stay here.
Now, Mr. Hayden, I am very sorry to inconvenience you in this way, but it is absolutely necessary that you should stay here and keep us all company. So sit down before I shoot you down. There's a good precedent. Let's see. What can we talk about to kill the monotony and keep things sort of lively? Oh, I know. Let's all tell each other where we got our keys to Baldpate. What do you think of that idea? No? Well, all right. I'll tell my story and get the ball rolling, and then maybe we'll all fess up. I have a letter from the owner of this inn to the caretaker instructing him to hand the key over to me. That's where I got mine. Next. No. Big secrets, huh? Let's see. How many keys are there? I have the first. Land had the second. Miss Norton the third. Our friend the ghost had the fourth. This young lady had the fifth. And if I'm not mistaken, Mayor Cargan, you had the sixth key. Oh, Hayden doesn't count because he had Bland's key. 6 keys. Wonder if there are any more.
There are 7 keys to Baldpate.
7? How do you know?
The old man told me the day before he died. Mine's the original. All the others are imitation.
7 keys. More company expected, I guess. More melodrama, perhaps. Say, Glenn, where did you get your key?
None of your damn business.
I knew you were going to say that. Well, Mayor Carter, perhaps you would shed some light onto where you got your key from.
I wouldn't tell you if my life was at stake.
Perhaps this young lady would tell me where her key came from.
I have no objections.
Myra, please!
He gave the key to me.
And how'd you get a key to Baldpate?
I can't tell you, Mr. Mayor. I swore never to tell.
I suppose he also gave you the combination to the safe.
He did.
Myra!
Oh, shut up. You were never anything but a crybaby. You got me into a pretty mess. Do you think I'm going to sit here like a fool and not pay you back when I've got the chance to? I'll tell you the whole scheme. I was to come in here tonight and make off with the package. Cargill was to follow later and find it gone. Max and I were to meet in the morning and divide the money equally.
You rat!
His excuse to Cargill for the disappearance of the money was going to accuse Bland of never having put it there.
What?
Settle down, Bland.
You hear that, Governor? They were going to accuse me of stealing the money. Mark my words, Max. I'm going to kill you for this. Carter, where did you get your key? You said you had to meet me so I could unlock the door for you.
I can explain that. He was to meet you here tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock, am I right?
That's right. I made the appointment over the phone.
Well, the plan was to steal in here in the dead of the night and take the package. He fully intended on keeping his appointment here with you tomorrow morning. Then he would appear to be just as surprised as you when he discovered the safe empty and the package gone. In other words, he was going to cross not only you, but Hayden and everyone else connected with the bride. He tried to cross you. Lou Max tried to double-cross him. Ha! If I hadn't been interrupted by our friend here, I'd have gotten the money and triple-crossed the whole outfit.
What?
Yes, that was my intention. Scruples are a joke when you're dealing with crooks. Scruples are a joke when you're dealing with crooks.
Who's a crook?
Sit down, Cargan.
Oh, yeah,
Sit down, I tell you. I'm the school teacher here. Now be a good little mayor and sit down.
Well, you're not even clever, crooks. You trusted Max and Max trusted me. Fine chance either one of you had if I'd ever gotten a hold of the money.
Who is this woman? I don't know. Don't listen to the words she said. Her name's Myra Thornhill. Don't listen to the words she says. Her oath's not worth a nickel. She's nothing but a professional blackmailer, pure and simple. Is this true?
I never heard of a pure and simple blackmailer, did you? So far as my word is concerned, I fancy it will carry just as much weight as the word of a crooked politician, or the word of his man Friday, who he knows to be an ex-convict.
What? Sit down, Max. This is just getting good.
Fine people you've introduced me to.
What are you blaming me for? You wanted the deal to go through, didn't you? You know well enough. You were just cheating the city of Rootin out of its rights. You know, if it ever comes to light, we're all lucky we don't get 5 to 6 years in prison. And I'll tell you something. No. We're all lucky.
How dare you speak to your employer in such a manner?
You knew it was wrong. I told you not to do the deal, that it was wrong. You know as well as I do that it was just cheating the city of Rootin out of its rights. We're all lucky if we don't get 5 to 6 years in prison. And if this thing ever comes to light,
Go ahead and make a clean breast.
okay. If it comes to push and shove, I'll tell you right now, I'm going to make a clean breast of the whole affair, and I don't care who gets sent to prison for it, so long as I can save myself. You needn't think you can put me in such a fix and I'll keep my mouth shut. I'm going to tell the truth, and I don't care who suffers for it, so long as I can save myself. Well, you squealed, didn't you?
Sure, I'm with you, cutie. I'm going to scream my head off all over the place. Carter,
Yeah. What?
so you tried to cross me, eh?
Oh, Jesus. You trying to cross me, eh?
Yeah? Why not? You're around crossing everybody, ain't ya? I've stood for your loud talk long enough, Cargan. I've been wanting to call you for the last 2 years. You're a great big bluff, that's all you are. And I'm going to get even for that punch you took at me, do you hear? Now you shoot any more of that killing stuff at me, and I'm going to go after you like a wild bear. You're never going to kill anyone. You haven't got the nerve. But I do. And the next bluff you make at me will be your last. It's your fault I mixed up in this affair, and the best thing you can do is to get me away clean. You didn't think you were going to get that franchise for $200,000, did you, Hayden? Why, this man would have bled you for $500,000 before the bill went through, and then held you up for hush money besides. I know what I'm talking about. He was going to rob you, Hayden, and I dare him to call me a liar.
Carmen, is it true you were going to rob me of this money?
Yeah, it's true. Why shouldn't I be? Why shouldn't I rob you? You're just as big a thief as I am. In fact, your corporations like yours are the biggest cause of corruption in politics today. You're worse than a crook. You're a maker of crooks. And if I go up for it, you're going to go with me if I have to swear over a Bible. Rob you. Huh. Father, think if anybody talked about being robbed, it's you.
I hope the prison catches fire and you're all burned to a crisp.
You know, my suggestion was to start a conversation, not a brouhaha.
This woman who took the money, who was she?
A newspaper reporter.
On the Daily Star. That sheet's been after me ever since I got elected. We're done for sure now.
How much longer are you going to keep us here?
That's for the telephone to say. I'll let you go as soon as I receive word that Miss Norton is safe and sound.
You mean you're not going to turn us over to the police?
Certainly not. Why should I?
Because they're a lot of crooks. Oh, how I'd love to be on that jury.
Carmi, sit down. I need a little target practice, and remember, there's no law against shooting ghosts.
There's no train to Bruton until 5 o'clock. That means that we stay here until 6, eh?
I'm afraid so. It means several hours at best, so you might as well get comfortable and sit as comfy as you can.
Well,
You got a long way.
I'm going to get some sleep. Good night.
She couldn't have made it quick as that. It's over an hour by car.
Miss Thornhill, would you answer the phone? I want to keep everyone covered. You take the message and repeat it back to me as you get it.
Hello? Yes, Baldpate in. Yes, I know who you mean. Just a moment. Someone wants to talk to you.
Give the name.
Hello? Who is this, please? Oh, yes. Very well. I'll tell him. Miss Norton.
Tell her that it's impossible for me to come to the phone, but you are to take the message and repeat it back to me as you get it.
It's impossible for him to come to the phone at the moment. You are to give me the message, and I am to repeat it back to him as I get it. You're talking from the commercial house in Ascalon. You've misplaced the package of money 5 minutes ago. You either dropped it at the inn before you left, or you lost it while hurrying down the mountain. Search the inn thoroughly, and ask him if you should notify the police. You're nearly crazy and don't know which way to turn? Just a moment. Well, what shall I say?
Tell her to hold for just a moment.
Please hold for a moment.
The money lost.
Thank God, there goes the evidence.
Who'd ever heard of losing $200,000?
It can't be done outside of Wall Street. I bet she's on the tape.
You're a quick thinker, Miss Thornhill.
What do you mean?
I don't believe you got that message at all.
Very well. She's still on the line. See for yourself.
Come here, Hermie.
My name's not Harmony. My name's Peter.
Whatever it is, just come here. Come on. Now, I know you don't like anyone in this room any better than I do. So I'm going to take a chance on you. You take this gun, and you shoot the first man or woman who tries to make an escape.
Well, I'd like to kill them all!
Don't shoot unless you have to.
Damn you, Carmen! I've got you now!
Take it easy, young fellow. You can't get away. Put him in there. Put him in that door.
We got him!
Well, they opened that room. They can make a getaway through the window. I did. No, not that room. We got for one.
What's the idea, Cargan?
I'm a school teacher now. You'll pay a boil arm.
We still need to go.
Don't you want to get on the phone? Tell the story something?
Oh, Miss Norton.
Get on the phone. Miss Colonial.
What's wrong?
Oh, get on the phone and tell her not to call the police.
Hello? Yes, the message is not to notify the police of loss.
Come back as soon as you
Say
can.
nothing to anyone, but return here at once. That is the message. Yes, goodbye. As quick as she can get here, she says.
All right.
What are you going to do, Cargan?
Never you mind. Get in there.
I swear, if you hurt one hair on that woman's head, I will get even with you if it's the last act of my life.
I've read that kind of talking books.
I write that kind of book, but I'm talking real talk now.
Come on.
Get in there.
Now what's the move, Carmen?
Well, she get the money, I'll take it. Do you think she's fool enough to come back here with the money if she's trying to get away with it?
What are you going to do if you find it on her, Carmen?
Keep it, of course.
It's my money.
Look, you'll still hold. It's good. You'll get the franchise.
But you told everyone that you were going to rob me of the money.
Well, I was angry, wasn't I? They were accusing me right and left of everything. I don't even know what I said. I was angry. Don't worry about it. It's cool.
What do you think, Glenn?
Don't ask me. I've been balled out once tonight. That's enough. And don't think I forgot about you, Mr. Nash.
I don't want you to forget what I said. I want you to remember it all your life. I wouldn't care if you had 6 guns on you. Cut out that wild talk. I ain't going to listen to it anymore. I know you too well. Underneath that boss named Brent, you're a coward. So you tried to double-cross me, eh?
Nobody like you, of course.
Why, you?
None of that, Max. Not while I'm around.
Maybe you want to settle that.
Settle down, Max. Take it easy. That speech you just gave Carmen goes for me, too. I don't want any more of this wild talk. I won't listen to it anymore. I'll put you flat on your back and come at me with another plot.
Gentlemen, please. Now, madam, what is the reason for claiming to be my wife? I demand an explanation.
Let me tell you something, old man. Stop annoying me, because I got a nasty temper. Now get away before I lose it.
Max, stay away from that safe.
You needn't be afraid. I ain't going to do anything.
My God! Have you lost your mind, Max?
Where is Bert? Is she hurt?
I couldn't help it. It was an accident. I didn't mean it, I tell you. What's the matter out there?
Put out the lights.
What's happening?
Nothing, it's okay.
Anything serious, Glenn?
You're a damn good shot, Max. She's dead. I'm sorry. You shot me. It can't be possible.
But I didn't mean it, I tell you. It was an accident.
Be quiet again.
What's happening out there?
Come on, Cargan. Give me a hand and get her out of here. Where are we going to put her? In that room over there.
I didn't mean it, I tell you. It was an accident. And I wouldn't reply.
Be quiet before anyone in the whole world can hear you.
staying.
Where are you taking her?
Mind your own business, young fellow. You know what's good for you.
Who fired that pistol shot?
It was an accident. I didn't mean to kill her. I'm not responsible. It was an accident.
Oh, it looks like we've got a murder case on our hands.
Whatever it is, we're in this together. We must frame a story and stick to it. Do you understand?
No, I don't understand.
We must claim suicide.
That's it. She killed herself. I was an eyewitness. She killed herself.
And you expect me to go along with such a dastardly scheme? Oh no, gentlemen. It's murder. There's your murderer, self-confessed. But each and every one of you is just as guilty as this man. It's the product of rotten politics and greed. I'll swear to every word that's been spoken here tonight. I've had my ear against the crack in that door for the last 5 minutes. I'll tell the story straight from the shoulder. Oh, no, gentlemen, you can't crawl out from under it with your suicide alibi. It's murder in the first degree, and I intend to make sure you pay the penalty.
You're in the wrong, young fellow. And I feel sorry for you from the bottom of my heart. I pity you. Yeah, she's dead, and you killed her, all right.
Yes, you better claim you better claim insanity, young man. It's the only chance you've got.
Bad business, this carrying guns. Who was the woman? Your wife?
No, gentlemen. You can't get away with it. It's good melodrama, but it's old stuff. I've written it by the yard. You can't intimidate me. Besides, you forget I have a witness in Peters the Hermit.
Go get her.
He's gone.
Gone? Where? Well, he probably found a way. He knows this place better than we do.
I saw when you fired.
Saw when you fired.
Pardon?
See what? I saw when you...
Oh, I saw when you fired. So did I.
I tried to stop you. I tried to knock the gun from your hand, but I was too late.
I didn't witness the shooting, but I turned just in time to grab you before you got away.
I saw you choke her. That was the brutal part of it.
Why, you dog,
Who's there?
Police department, open this door.
Police!
Better let him in, Carmen.
I'll unlock it.
No, I got it.
I'll take that key. I'll take that gun as well, so you can stick it in your
What
pocket.
authority do you have?
I'm Chief Kennedy of the Ascalon Falls headquarters. That's my authority. Where's the light switch?
Up there on your left.
Well, hello, Mr. Mayor. What are you doing here?
I just want you all that.
That man has a gun too, officer.
Who are you?
I'll let you know who I am with proper place and time. I demand the immediate arrest of every man in this room.
What's this, Mr. Mayor?
He's looking for a chance to escape.
Don't be afraid. I got men outside. Nobody's gonna get away. Lou Max, eh? You got a gun on you? What are you toting this for? Clay, I have to relieve you of that piece of hardware, Mr. Mayor. Sorry to trouble you. Key 2, thank you. I've come here to investigate. I've got to do my duty.
There's nothing on me.
Where's the other key? You said there were 2.
This gentleman is.
Hello, Mr. Heath. What a highbrow affair, isn't it? Well, come on. Somebody open up. What's this big gathering all about?
He has a key. They can't give it up.
Come on. You got anything more to say for yourself?
Again, I will tell my story in the proper time and place, in front of witnesses. I insist on the Immediate arrest of every man in this room, myself included. I charge these men with conspiracy and murder.
Don't mind him, Chief. He's crazy.
Well, somebody telephoned police headquarters about 2 hours ago. When we got on the line, the operator said they had hung up. So we got a new line and asked if they had called. Some woman said, no, it was a mistake. Got to thinking it over at headquarters. Didn't sound good. So we looked it up, and the call came in from the Baldpate Inn. So I made up my mind to come over here to investigate. When I started up the mountain 10 minutes ago, the lights were on full blast. And all of a sudden, they went out. There was a pistol shot, too. Every one of my men heard the report, and we all agree it came from this direction. Now, what's it all about?
I was the one who called police headquarters, Chief.
I don't think so. The woman said it was a sergeant. The sergeant said it was a woman's voice on the call.
That was the second time when you rang back, but I tried to get you first.
What for?
Again, I intend to tell my story in front of witnesses. I want everything I say to go on the court record. I charge these men with conspiracy and murder.
What's this, Cargan?
He lost his mind a few minutes ago and shot a woman. He's been blaming every man here since then.
Murder, eh?
Yes, cold-blooded murder.
Who was the woman you shot?
Don't let these men get away with it, Chief. There's the real murderer. These gentlemen know it as well as I do. They're accusing me because they know that this man is a squealer, and a confession from him will reveal their scheme. A plot to steal the right-of-way for a streetcar franchise between Bruton and Ascalon. It will send them all to the state penitentiary. Chief, I want every man in this room to be placed under arrest immediately.
He's been raving like that for the last 10 minutes, Chief.
What's your reason for being here?
I came here to write a book.
You're right, he is a lunatic. Who was the woman who telephoned headquarters?
Miss Norton of the Bruton Star.
She the woman who was killed?
No, Thornhill is the woman who was shot.
Where is she?
In this room here.
Was anyone else here besides you people?
Yes, Peter's the hermit.
Another crazy man, eh?
But he's disappeared.
Well, he won't get far. I've got the place surrounded. Look over the ground before I call for the coroner. He'll be here about 7 or 8 o'clock. You people have to stay here till he comes. Body's in room 2?
Right here, Chief. Right here.
Take my advice. Don't try and escape, young fellow. One of those cops outside will blow your head off when you do.
You don't need to worry about me, Chief. I intend to stay right here and make sure that these men do until we're all taken into custody.
It's a sad case. We're used to that. They generally go out of their minds after they shoot.
I carried the body from that room through the secret passage to the cellar.
What?
I heard them accuse you of the crime. They'll never find the secret passage, and they'll never find the body.
Why did you do that for, you damn fool?
I don't understand it at all.
She must have escaped by the window.
How could a dead woman jump out of the window? Besides, the windows are closed.
This is some kind of joke, gentlemen. I fail to see the humor in it. I may live in Ascalon Falls now, but I was born and brought up in New York City, and I do not take kindly to being strung along.
I can't understand it at all.
She was in that room 10 minutes ago. I'd swear an oath on it.
Oh my, I'm going insane.
It's no joke, Chief. There has been a murder committed here tonight.
Then where's the victim?
In the cellar.
What?
What? In the cellar?
If I'm not mistaken, that's where she was taken after the murder.
You lie.
She was in that room there. You saw us bring her in.
Of course he did.
What are you trying to do? Trap me in the cellar?
No, believe me, Chief. If you check the cellar, you will find that her body is down there. And then you will see if I'm as crazy as these men claim to be, or if they've suddenly gone mad themselves.
Hello, who is this?
Mr. Martin!
I'll take that key, please.
Why are the police here?
Don't worry, it's all right.
Who is this woman?
She claims to be a newspaper reporter.
She's a thief. She stole a package of money.
Whose money?
My money.
No, it's my money.
It's bride money, Chief.
Where is the money?
The money's been lost.
What?
So what the hell are you people trying to do to me anyways?
Where did you lose it?
I don't know, somewhere between here and Ascalon. I searched every inch of the way from the Bible.
What money was
$200,000.
it? Come on, cut out the kidding stuff. How much was it?
That's the exact amount that was in the package, Chief. $200,000.
Where did you get this money?
I gave it to her.
Where did you get it?
I got it from Mayor Cargan.
Where did you get the money, Cargan?
He took it from that safe.
How did you open the safe, Cargan?
I didn't open the safe.
Who did?
Peters, the hermit.
Who put the money in the safe?
That man there, Glenn.
Where did you get the money to put in the safe?
From Mr. Hardy. Or Hayden, Mr. Hayden.
Is this true, Mr. Hayden?
I refuse to answer for fear of incriminating myself.
What do you know about this, Max?
Don't ask me. I don't know. My brain's on fire. I'm going mad.
So, Mr. Hayden gave the money to Bland. Bland put the money in the safe. Peters opens the safe. Cargan took the money from Peters. This fellow took the money from Cargan and gave it to the newspaper reporter. She loses the money on the mountains, and then somebody killed the woman, and the corpse got up and walked away. You expect me to believe all this?
What does he mean by saying somebody's killed a woman?
Don't worry, it'll be all right. It's...
The postman!
Peters! Come on! Here, Chief, this man will tell you that the corpse is in the cellar.
You expect me to believe the word of two crazy men? Oh, Peters is it? This is where you hide, in the cellar of Baldpate, eh? Well, you'll have a nice room in the county jail tomorrow.
Now get out of the police!
I hate them. Feelings mutual. Stay right here till I clear this whole matter up. Miss, you'll have to step into that room over there. I have quite a bit to say to these men, and I'm not particular about my language when I'm on a case. So please excuse us for a moment.
I don't believe this girl lost the money, Chief.
We'll have the matron of the jail over here and have her searched. If she's got anything on her, we'll get it. Who was the woman this girl said she left at the commercial house?
Mrs. Rhodes, she's all right. How do we know? They both might be in on it. That's enough, Brian.
I'll call the commercial house and see if she's there. Operator, give me the commercial house quick and tell them to call me back at the Baldpate Inn. What was the name of this lady again?
Mrs. Rhodes. What is it?
She's dead! Someone's killed her!
Who?
That woman there in that room! This is terrible!
What did you do? Bring the body back up from the cellar to that room?
I thought that's what you wanted me to do!
No, you idiot!
Tell me who did this! How did it happen?
Don't worry, settle down. It'll be all right.
So what are you people trying to do to me anyways? I'll get it. Is this stuff haunted or is it just me?
This damn place is haunted.
I'll find out soon enough. Hello? Yes, I called you. Charlie, listen, this is Chief Kennedy talking. Is there a woman there by the name of Rose? She was. She did. How long ago? Huh. What? She left a package for you to mine for her. Where is it now? In the hotel safe? Charlie, call up headquarters right away and tell them to get a man over there. Give him the package and tell him to get up to the Baldpate Inn right away. Never mind that. Listen. Tell them to guard the depot, the garage, and arrest all strangers, men and women. I know what I'm doing. Charlie, you take orders from me. Get the coroner on the phone and tell him to get up to Baldpate Inn in a rush. This is a case for him. Don't waste time now. Keep your mouth shut and get busy. She left the hotel a quarter of an hour ago. She put a package in the hotel safe before she went. Somebody kills a woman. The victim disappears and comes back. That's some pretty good stuff.
What do you make of this?
She must have stolen the money from me as we were running down the mountain.
A woman. I'm guessing this is the bird who tried to fly away with the coin.
Mrs. Rose!
What's going on?
That's what I'm trying to find out.
Is there any trace of the money?
Are you going to have this woman searched, Chief?
Might not be necessary. Let's wait and see what's in the package she left at the commercial house. No, you don't. Nobody's going anywhere until I clear this whole matter up and find out who's killed that woman.
Killed a woman? What does he mean?
You stole the money from me, didn't you?
I'll never trust another woman as long as I live.
They're no good! They never were!
Shut up! What do you have to say for yourself, Mrs.?
Yes, I did steal the money. But I did it for you, Jim Cargan. I knew that if that story was ever made public, you would be a ruined man. I knew the package of money was the evidence that would convict you. I intended to return it to Mr. Hayden and try to kill off the bribe and save you from disgrace. I did all of this because I thought you cared. And what is my reward? You stand there ready to turn against me, to condemn me. Well, that does it. Officer, these men have bargained to cheat the city of Bruton. I demand their arrest on the charge of conspiracy.
It's a lie.
It's the truth, Chief. The absolute truth. This young lady and I will both swear to it. We'll find these men guilty of conspiracy and murder.
Murder?
What do you have to say to this, Mr. Cargan?
Nothing at all.
Nothing at all, I'm afraid. Nothing at all.
We're done for. I can't stand this any longer. I'm going mad. I want you to know the real truth. I killed that woman, shot her down like a dog. I know I haven't got a chance, but I don't want to be sent to the chair. I'll tell the truth. I'll confess. I'll turn state's evidence, anything. But for heaven's sake, don't let them kill me.
Get up. Come on, you'll have to wear these.
What do we do now, Corbin?
Probably not less than 10 years, I'm afraid.
All right. Sit here.
Can you ever forgive me?
I didn't understand. I do now.
And you came here to write a book?
That was the original idea.
You know, I'm still not sure if you people are kidding me or not. They've got someone. What is it? Ah, the package from the commercial house. Tell the courier to hurry back and the coroner to hurry up. Say, before I open this turns out to be a bunch of green stamps. I'm going to smash some heads. I would not be strung along, even if I'm a small town cop. Great Scott, it's the real thing. How much do you say was here?
$200,000.
I'll take that money, Chief. It belongs to me.
No, it's my money.
No, you keep the money, Chief. It's the only real evidence of bribery we've got.
Get away from me, all of you. You don't need to tell me my business. I know what to do. Hello, Betty? Listen, get this clear. Get some things together, get the kids, get in the car, and drive to Idlewild Airport. Never mind. If you get there before, I'll meet you there. If you get there before me, check the schedule and make reservations on the first flight to Acapulco. Acapulco. I don't know. Hey, Mr. Author, how do you spell Acapulco? Don't ask a lot of questions, Betty. Just do as I say. What are we going to do there? We're going to live there, that's all. What? Never mind the furniture. We're going to live in a palace overlooking the Pacific Ocean. You do as I say.
What are you going to do?
You heard me, didn't you? I'm going to Mexico.
Mexico! I hope so, banditos! Cut your throat!
You mean you're going to steal the money?
Why shouldn't I from a bunch of crooks like you? It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to get this much money. You think I'm going to pass it up when it's right here in my pocket? Not me. I'm going to have one hell of a time for the rest of my life and send my 2 boys to college.
And you think we're just going to let you get away with that?
That's just what you're going to do. And I'm going to have my men here hold you all night until I get a damn good start. Go, let's go. Get off me. Get off me. Get off me. Get off me. Get off me.
Watch the rotten stuff burn! They'll never get it!
What have you done?
A fortune! Good God, he's burnt the money!
I'll have my men here shoot you down like a pack of hounds.
A ghost! A real ghost! Take her away!
Please need to kill her! Take her away!
The seventh key! The seventh key!
The 7 keys.
Oh, what sort of place is this? Nothing but keys and wild people and ghosts in the middle of the night and crooked politicians and police officers and shots in the dark and keys and keys and keys. Oh, 24 hours, I couldn't read a book in 24 years in a place like this. Oh, it's been so... What?
Here's a letter from your friend, the owner. He wants you to know he's not going to hold you to the wager and that this isn't real.
What isn't real?
I'm not a real widow.
I'm not a real politician.
I'm not a real policeman.
This isn't real hair.
And these are not real whiskers.
And that wasn't real money that was burned.
These are real handcuffs. See?
And I'm not a real ghost.
Are you real?
I'm not a real newspaper reporter.
At this point, I mean a real girl.
Well, that's for you to decide.
Well, don't leave me in the dark. Tell me what it all means.
Well, your friend explains it all in the letter. He just wanted to prove to you how perfectly improbable and terrible those awful stories you've been writing would seem if such things truly and really happened. Chief, do you want to explain it?
Sure. I'm the owner of the Empire Theater in Reuben. I've been friends with the owner of Baldpate and his family for years. He called me last night to tell me of your bet. We planned up the whole scheme, engaged the entire stock company, and hired half a dozen autos. We arrived at the top of the mountain at 12 o'clock. Your friend spent quite a bundle to teach you a lesson.
You mean he did this to me?
Oh, you're not mad, are you? Of course, I'm sure that he'd be glad to go through with the bet.
Oh, no. No, the bet's off. Oh, I've had enough of Baldpate for one lifetime. Oh, it's the commercial house for me. Until the train's ready to leave in the morning. Is your real name Mary? Well, Mary, the shots in the dark, the chases after fortune, that may have all been wrong. But will you help me prove that there is such a thing as love at first sight?
How can I do that?
May I whisper in your ear? Now remember your promise, Mary. Oh. Deja vu.
Well, we're out here waiting 10 minutes for the clock to strike.
I didn't think we'd find you alive.
Oh, well, I am tired, hungry, and about half dead.
How'd you make out?
You finished your book?
Allow me.
Oh, what'd you take it out, Mother?
Lord. 24 hours. Finish this book.
Yes, finished it just a moment ago.
We didn't start it all.
I've never heard a sound.
No ghosts?
Oh, no. No ghosts, Mrs. Quimby, except for those concealed within the manuscript. How about the Ascalon hotels? I'd like to get a bath and a bite to eat before I have to catch the train.
Oh, there's the commercial house.
The commercial house. I guess the name.
How's that?
Oh, I've found it in the book. You know, Mrs. Quimby, some wild and woolly scenes were enacted in this room since you left last night.
What happened?
Oh, nothing really. Just in the story.
What's it mean, Lige?
Darned if I know. The missus has got a fine breakfast waiting for you up at our house.
And a nice feather bed for you to take a nap in. Train don't leave till 5.
And the salesmen say, all the salesmen say the hotel's rotten.
Oh, Lord, I'm tired. Yes, me for the breakfast and the feather bed. You know, some wild and woolly scenes have been enacted in here.
What happened?
Nothing really, just in the manuscript.
What's it mean, Lige?
Oh, I don't know.
Evidently, pretty near on time.
Will I talk to him?
Yes, that's the idea.
Oh. Hello? Hello, Mr. Bentley. Yes, sir. I've got it right here, sir. 2 minutes ago, sir. I understand. Wait, I'll ask him. What's the name?
It's typewritten on the cover.
7 keys to Baldpate.
7 keys to Baldpate. Oh, he's laughing. He says there's only one. Oh, hello? Wait, sir, I'll find out. Do you want to talk to him?
No, well, yes. Yes, I do. Just a moment. Hello, pal. Yes, I'm going to collect that $5,000 from you, old man. Oh, yes, some title. Say some story, too. Oh, just wild, horrible melodrama, the kind of stuff you always roast me about. Played for laughs, this time. Say, Hal, I almost put you in the book. Well, I couldn't find an actor. Yes, of course, I'm in the book. Of me? Oh, I'm the hero. Yes, get the girl and everything. Say, Hal, this thing's going to sell 1 million copies. The critics? Oh, I don't give a damn what the critics think. This is the kind of thing the public wants. Yes, I'll meet you at the club this afternoon. All right, now. Oh, Thank your checkbook for me, too.